So the first thing we're going to do to make this super cute but simple Mickey card is type in Mickey head. And there's that one, but I also found this one in the community projects. So I'm just going to click on it and use this one. And this just puts the shape for you. You can totally make your own too. So what I'm going to do is duplicate it. And I'm going to flip it vertically. And I wanted to make it so just the tips of the ears touch. So the card's connected, but it's still like a whole head when you open it. So we're gonna get that, make it as close as you can, but we're gonna select both and align horizontally to get it perfect. And let's see if that looks good. We're gonna weld. And you can totally make your own Mickey head. I'll just show you how super quick. Just get like a circle and 2 ovals, or you can do circles too, depending on how big you want the ears to the head. And you just rotate it. I miss that little arrow button where you can just pull it and then, you know, turn it. I don't know what happened to that. So this is not perfect, but you kind of get the point. You can adjust the ear placement and size and everything. And really all you do is you just select it all and mold it. And then you have your own Mickey head. It was just easier to do it this way. So now I'm gonna make this 11 inches tall because I'm using a 12-inch by 12-inch paper. And duplicate it. And for this one, I'm gonna make it like a smidge smaller, so like 10.95, just so that the inside of the card doesn't stick out on the outside when you fold it. I'm gonna make it red. Okay, so now we just get a text box and I'm gonna type the name and kind of arrange it around. The font I'm using is one that I downloaded off of thefont.com, and it's called Waltograph. It's really cute and it's free. So I'm just gonna get another text box and I'm gonna put the number 3 since he's turning 3. So I'm just arranging everything and getting it the right size. And for the 3, I want that aligned kind of like perfectly. So I'm gonna select both and align horizontally. And then for the name, I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, once you get it how you want it, select all and attach so it doesn't move around. And then we're gonna do the inside of the card. So I'm just gonna write happy birthday. And for some reason this text, like, the line spacing is off, so we're gonna have to adjust that. So I'm just gonna make it smaller and increase the line space so that the happy and the birthday can be lined up together. Okay, so that looks good. And I'm gonna align it to the middle. And then I don't want it to be cut, I want it to be drawn with the pen. And I'm using a 1mm marker in silver. Okay, so we attach that and yeah, everything looks good. I think we can cut out. Okay, so this is the black mat. So everything looks good. This is the red, the inside of the card. So I'm using a lightweight cardstock in red and black. So I'm just gonna select cardstock for my base material and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. So this is the black cardstock that I'm using. It has a textured side and a shiny side or a smooth side. And I'm gonna put this on my green mat with the textured side up or whatever the right side up that you want using my brayer. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the mat from the paper so we don't get any curling. And as you can see, the letters are stuck on the mat, and it's important to take off the O and the A very gently because we need those pieces. So I'm gonna try this scalpel. I don't usually like this one because it digs a little into my mat, into like the adhesive. So I'm gonna try this scraper. You wanna keep the pieces nice because we're gonna glue back those little middle pieces onto the card. So now I'm going to insert my red cardstock, and I'm also going to put in my silver marker. So this is just the Cricut medium tip 1.0 millimeter silver, and this one is really good for dark color papers. It's very opaque and it shows up really nicely. And same thing for the red cardstock. I'm going to remove the mat from the paper and also not forget to put my cap back on my pen. Hi, okay, so I have all my pieces here for the O and the A. And I have my glue stick. This is just a Scotch permanent glue stick. You also need some scratch paper. I think I have some like right here. Just to protect your work surface because it can get messy, especially when you want to get the ends. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue the inside to the outside, and just double check to make sure you have the right piece. I really wish this paper was more red. It's supposed to be red, but it looks like light red or magenta. Oh well. Okay, so just gonna glue stick. And I recommend glue stick more than like Elmer's glue, because if you put too much Elmer's glue, sometimes it wrinkles the paper. So glue stick is a little bit more, I guess, predictable. You can put too much, but it's harder to. So make sure you get all around the edges so that it doesn't lift once it's dry. And also in the center is good too. So you don't want to put too much where the name is, but we're going to put glue there anyways. Okay, so just make sure you're doing the right sides. And if you can tell now what I meant by making it just slightly smaller so that when you fold it, it doesn't stick out. Like this should not, the red paper should not be showing on the sides once you close the card. So, right, that looks good. Okay, and then I maybe shouldn't have put the glue through it, but it'll dry and it's not that much. For the letters, if you have trouble figuring out where, the placement of the pieces are, that's why you keep the letter too. And it helps if you have a tweezers. So like, I'm just gonna put this one like this as best as I can. So I'm gonna flip it over, apply the glue on this tiny little piece. I'm gonna get the tweezers and then place it inside this part where it's supposed to be, and then press it down well. And then this part goes like that. So I'm gonna flip it over. You could eyeball it totally. I'm just not great at doing that, so having the letter helps a lot. Okay, so once that's in there, you can take this letter out so it doesn't get stuck as well. And then keep that on the side. So we're gonna do the same thing for the A. And next time I do this, I am thinking maybe I should put the glue on the black piece and got more around the letters. Like this part's coming out, easy to fix. I'm just gonna put extra glue in there, but it would have been I guess, the smarter thing to do. Okay, once that's done, peel the letter out. And then just put a little glue at the end of this N so it sticks. I think all the rest of the pieces are actually kind of good. Okay, so not too bad. It was just that one. But yeah, next time just do it on the lettered side. And then the glue will dry. And yeah, so you have your card. I love the way that the silver marker, that Cricut silver marker, writes on dark paper. It's just really good. It's probably like one of my favorite. And because it's a dark color too, you have to like think about what pen you're gonna write with on the inside. I guess red's not too bad, but I'm gonna use or have my kids write with this gel glitter silver, and this shows up really well on black or dark paper also. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this like quick card tutorial. I really just thought of this morning, the party's today, so I'm like so last minute, but I really wanted to make it cute, and he loves Mickey, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video.